Hey, Mrs. Chris here. Welcome back. I'm going to teach you a lesson today with lots of resources in the Google Classroom. The style that we're going to be learning today is Matisse-inspired animals using the style of Fauvism. And Fauves stands for the wild beast. There is, When Picasso Met Matisse book attached to this. There's a little video so you can learn a little bit more about that style along with some other educational materials. What I'm going to show you right now is just some drawing techniques that you can use to create your animals, and then the different kinds of colors you can use. They use unnatural colors for each, he used unnatural colors for each painting, so they weren't necessarily the color of the animal, but stylized and characterized by the different colors to show emotion. I hope you have fun with this assignment, and please post into Google Classroom so that I can see them. I would love to see all your work. Thanks. Bye. All right, boys and girls, today we are going to be creating a painting in the style of Henri Matisse, and the style is called Fauvism. He used line, shape, and color. The materials we're going to use today are pencils, paper, crayons. Optional, you can also add oil pastels. You can use watercolor like within the castles. If you wanted to paint, you could paint this with tempera paint. So we are going to get started. The first thing I wanted to show you, if you've looked through all the other materials, you'll know that we're going to be drawing animals. And when we use animals, when we draw animals, we use shapes. So you can see Mrs. Chris has, sorry, this keeps bouncing. Okay, I started some sketches of different animal faces, or heads, I guess. They're kind of cartoony, which is kind of fun. And this little pig looked really angry, so I decided I crossed him out. So this is kind of just like a little sketch pad. If we were going to do, say, the elephant here, I'll do the elephant again. I just started with a round shape, almost like a circle, but then I dropped down and then came back up, okay? If you wanted to do it another way, you could draw a circle, and then you could do the trunk if you wanted to. And then this could be part of the lines in the trunk. The ears could be as big or as small as you wanted with those little tusks here to make that a little bit easier for you. Practice different animal shapes or different animals that you want to do, okay? And then on your final copy, you're going to pick one of your animals, like the example I showed you. I think I'm going to do the alligator. For some reason it looks fun to me. So what I'll do here is I'm just going to switch this out. I'm going to look at my sketch sheet, so I'll put this down here so I can see my little alligator here. Those are the eyes. Now you can use a pencil for this. I'm using marker because you can start with pencil if you want. I'm just going to kind of go with it here. Do some lines coming out of here. And then I connected that. And then, let's see, do those lines here. Remember, you don't have to keep the first. You can do as many of these as you want. So don't think that you have to just do one and call it good. Lots of artists practice and keep going and going and going. All right, so there's my alligator head. Looks more like a frog, doesn't it? That's not the best alligator I've ever drawn, but we are just gonna keep going with it, okay? Okay. So, the next step is to add all of these cool colors, like in the example. I'm gonna get out my crayons. I have them all sorted by colors here. My warm colors and my cool colors and my neutral colors. Now, alligators are normally green, but because Fauvism, you use different colors, what you'll do is you can add, today I feel happy, okay? So I'm gonna color this in happy colors. I'm wearing pink, I like pink, so I'm gonna draw my alligator in pink. People might not know what it looks like, an alligator, but that's okay because it's my artwork. I don't know what I could even turn it into. I think maybe if I would have gone like lower like this, that would have been better. And for my alligator, just like the oil pastels, you can blend your colors together to create new colors. Sticking with the warm colors, and I'm going to blend it up here, so this might turn what color if I add yellow and pink? What color does it look? Does it look a little orange? Because yellow and red make orange, so pink is just a tint of red, and all we did is add white to that crayon. So now it doesn't look pink at all. This is terrible. So you can see here I've sped it up quite a bit so that we can move through this. So right now you can start adding your own colors and blending colors with the crayons, making sure you use colors that are analogous or next to each other on the color wheel so that your colors don't blend into brown. So if you wanted to add a green to this blue to make it a blue green, or purple to make it a purple blue. Looks like I extended my my line up here to make it match. Just adding another tint of blue or shade of blue here. So you can continue to do that and keep coloring. Here I'm adding some water-based marker, a Crayola marker. You could use Mr. Sketch or a Crayola, but not Sharpie. Just some designs in the background of the alligator. And then I'm going to use water to bleed the Sharpie to make it look like a watercolor effect. If you don't have watercolors, this is a great option to use. after I've drawn all of my lines and shapes in the background, I'm dipping my finger into a little cup of water and just pulling that color down to blend. And you can see the value changes is a little bit lighter. And you want to use a water-based marker like Crayola, like I showed before, and not a Sharpie. So the Sharpie I use for the black. You don't want to use that for this because you want to have the colors bleed. Don't forget to post this in Padlet.